Well, I helped with that. I got another one, and I got a murder. Oh my... Gustavo, no! No! I'm so sorry. I hope it was worth it. I really wish you could have seen the fireworks. But all I can do as a person on this screen is show you some Street Brawl! Today we'll be playing as the Venator. Finally, I have not played this guy before. I'm hoping he would come up on the roster at some point soon. He is always a menace to be playing against, so I look forward to seeing how I can pay back the favor, if you know what I mean. So, let's see. We'll have a concussive grenade, which does a whole bunch of damage in an area of effect, if I can aim it correctly. And then I can do... what else? There's like a bear trap, which is always annoying that I run into. Looks like this guy does weapon damage. I know he's definitely like a gunner towards the end of the game, so I don't need more traps. I'm just going to go for rapid rounds. I think shooting faster is probably going to be more important in this case. Well, at this point, might as well get that. I am already kind of slow. They don't have a lot of chasey people, though. Weighted shots might be good. Gives me more weapon damage. I go to 20% fire rate, though. This has got to be good. And then let's imbue some ability range on my consecrating grenade, because that is going to give me more ability and more damage over time. And then let's see if I can snipe some Pyro with the Ira Domine. So, anywho, yeah, let's see if we can get into this. I'm feeling pretty good today with this team. I'm not gonna lie. I think I just throw down traps everywhere, and that should be enough for that as well. So, I should be able to do some good work there. Maybe I can even throw one up here. Is that gonna work? Does it take a little bit to activate or something? I don't know. And then I know also I can come in and I can blast people backwards and catch them with their toes. Catch them with their toes. Catch them off their... Catch them with their toes, with their pants down. Maybe I can do some of this too. Oh! That would have been so good. Well, I helped with that. I got another one, and I got a murder. Oh my gosh, that felt so... That was very satisfying. Put Mina right in her space. Put Mina right in her place. Alright. Ira Domine this. And I'm gonna just shoot the tower at this point, because I don't know, there's not a lot of priorities elsewise to go through. And we're gonna call that a round. Look at that. We just kind of rolled through that one. Yes, well played. Oops. I don't need help. Sorry. Well, you know, that's debatable, but anywho, I gotta go for more magazine on this. Don't we all, Ben? Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting at. He knows what's up. Okay. Weighted shots might be a good move here. Sacrifice to get more ability range as you take... Oh, as I take damage. I'm gonna do weighted shots. And they do have some... If I get hex or something, does that help? If I get blood... This might be a good little heal. How much... They are doing a lot of... I think they get a decent amount of spear damage through this. So I'm just going to build this just in case I need it a little bit later on. And just because I'm anticipating that will be kind of a pain in the face. So 66 Titanic magazine coming in clutch. Alright, let's see if we can do something with this. I did have a little bit of something to talk about today. But... I think I mentioned this a little bit before, but getting different hardware tools as I recently work on getting a, you know, building up my armada. I'm used to with hardware tools. I'm very much used to just buying like gas and all that stuff, you know, for this. I'm just used to use those types of tools. That's what I grew up with doing DIY projects, and I'm the kind of guy who doesn't mind like figuring out how to do So if I do a bounce, it bounces once and then blows up. Okay, you can do that. We're gonna have that going on though. And hopefully we can get some of this going. I'm just going to throw traps around. I mean, what else are they going to do? If I drop this on the ground, does that work? I blasted him. We got that guy going. Okay, what is the best use of my ult here? Sinclair is just going. I think I just gotta focus him down though, while he's running. Except I'm taking a lot more of that spirit damage. Good thing I have spirit resistance, or I'd be a lot worse position. And we got one down. Okay. Sorry, I'm kind of having to focus a little bit here, else I want to be able to talk about the real good information, you know. But anywho, so we have that, and he's going to fall into that trap, and I'm just going to hit blast, and I got to melee this, and hopefully we will be able to secure some of that. Alright, let's go. So then the last thing to do is talk about what power tools I ended up purchasing. So as I do these little DIY projects, I've always been interested in seeing how the battery powered tools performed. I've been hearing they're getting a lot better now. So, ooh, I should be able to, yeah, hit blast him. Okay, that sounds good. And we're gonna pull out some Domine, and I'm gonna hopefully get my extra bonus damage on that, and I missed all three, so that's kind of expected. I missed my blast there. But it doesn't matter anyways, we are just steamrolling through them. So, as I was saying, so when I was looking through my battery options, I do want to be budget conscious. I know I'm a DIY guy, I'm not going to use it all the time. So I was looking at a couple different brands, and I did recently figure out one thing. If I do split shot, how does that, no, I don't think that's really going to be in play this time. Trophy collector, I feel like that's going to be useful because I'm going in sharpshooter for the long range on Sinclair, and we're going to top that off with a little bit of lucky shot. Let's keep going damage with this build because I'm having fun with this guy. All stakes are blessed. Praise be. So anywho, I was choosing the tools, and I came across a store called Harbor Freight. Now, I don't know if this is new news to other people, but that is like the Aldi of products, but they also have like really good deals on their stuff. And I was very impressed with what they had. So I was looking at the Hercules brand, which is very similar to Milwaukee. Both of those are quite reputable, and I was happy to see with the performance there. Hopefully we can get some of this down. I didn't run into the trap there. And I should just be able to shoot this guy. Yeah. Alright. Hopefully I can get out in time. I am. Okay, good. If I do end up backing, then I can shoot there. And this guy is really aura maxing on me. This seems like how it sometimes goes, though, when it gets to round 3. It's hard to make that initial push, and then it starts to come into play when you do the walker and whatnot. But Hercules seemed like a good brand. But when I looked further into it, it was more like that contractor level, which I'm not really looking for in this case. So I saw the Bauer brand, and Bauer's like their better tier, which will still get you do good. I'm sure if I went with the Bauer brand, I would have been perfectly fine. With it being Harbor Freight, I feel like I want to get the tools and stuff from there. Can we get that person out? Yeah. And oh. Mina, I'm just gonna wait for you. You have to run out at some point. Oh, you got out of the way. Okay. So, I was gonna go with Harbor Freight's Bauer, which I think would have done a good job. But otherwise, what I was gonna do is see what other competitive brands are out there. And when I was doing the research, Bauer seemed very similar to Ryobi, which is apparently an exclusive to Home Depot. And when I saw that, I was like, you know what? I'm also doing some yard work with this too. Bauer does have that, but I just felt like I could get even more out of it. So I ended up going with Ryobi's, and I found a deal. They had like a holiday deal where I could get a cordless drill, an impact hammer, circular saw, jigsaw sawzall, and an oscillator for for a decent price. It was discounted like $200 off. And now with the tools, I'm also able to get my, I got a weed whacker and I got a lawnmower, so I am fully in the Ryobi system, which I'm hoping it turns out. I hope I'm not regretting this decision. Our team did very good, honestly. I thought everyone was playing pretty good. Yeah, this guy was doing decent too. Honestly, well played all around, but I am very curious, team. What is your go-to DIY power tool brand? I feel like everyone has their kind of, their preference on gas versus electric, corded versus cordless. People are moving towards batteries. Let me know what you think of Ryobi, if I made the right decision, and would there have been better tools that would have gone by. But I'm very curious to hear what you guys use, and let me know in the comments. And without further ado, I figured out the intro on this dealio. Ready? Ooh.